Hello, and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Thursday, September 3rd, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner, and I make these daily videos so we can all stay on a purpose-driven path, living one day at a time, saying nice things to ourselves, being good to ourselves, so that we can be supportive of others once we've taken care of our own needs. So if this is your first time here, stick around to the end. I love that you've dropped in. All my new subscribers, thank you for being here. And if you want to know more about me, all the info's down below. LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com is my website, or you could email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com. Oh, did I just say that? LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website. Anyway, you'll figure it out. Linking down below. Hey, regulars, I want to know what decks you want to see me use next week, because I really love this input of what you want to see. My regulars know my decks, so let me hear. You know, I've got so many to choose from. Let me know what you want. All right, let's jump in. Today we're working with, this whole week we're working with Karen Vogel's The Mother Peace Tarot deck, and I have ordered the big cards, so next time I work from her, not in the next few videos, but in the next segment, you know, couple weeks coming, we'll have the big cards back. All right, so then you can see a little clearer. Our first card today is the Six of Swords. Oh, I know this one's tough to see. It's so little and so bright. But what's happening, there are six women and they're all kind of flying in the air here. I don't know. Can you see that? I don't even think I can adjust it so you can see it. But here's what's happening. First of all, this card came up in reverse, so it means the shadow side might be the prominent belief today. And when these six women are uplifted and flying together in the air, they're all connected and working on a project or have a shared vision. But because it came up in reverse, this could mean that you're flying and you've got cloudy skies. You can't see where you're headed, and it could be a confusing or cloudy time for you mentally today. And so it's the invitation. When I see swords, right, this is the suit of swords, those are always a mental game for me. That's the message, and it strongly represents all the air signs, but this is a general reading for everyone. So keeping a clear mind and being able to keep our head clear is the invitation today of how are you processing the information that's coming forward for you. Or if you're rising up out of your body and you're able to see forward, maybe you have a vague idea of what you want to do today, but it's all kind of hazy. And that can be frustrating, especially for those of us who are more fire sign or earth sign, who really want just a solid plan of 1, 2, 3, let's do ABC. So having this sort of flexibility and openness of confusion and embracing it without judgment is the invitation today. Our second card, excuse me, is the Two of Cups. Now, I do love this card because oftentimes, well, it can mean about love. It can be about love, but this can also be representing of you merging two different parts of yourself together. What's that mean? Somebody says, merging these pieces of ourselves together. Well, you know, to process life in the busy world, oftentimes we will compartmentalize people or ideas or thoughts or beliefs. And when I see the Two of Cups, now the cups represent the water signs. Those signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpion. So when I see these two together, this is about you merging your energies together. Now, some of you might be falling in love. I think that'll make a great title, Love in the Time of COVID, right? But I see this more as you opening up yourself more to accept perhaps even a shadow side of yourself that you didn't want to acknowledge or pay a lot of attention to. That merging together of those pieces of ourselves help us to become fully realized, fully actualized. That means embracing those emotional parts of ourselves that might get percolated. You know, if you want to know exactly where you're flying all the time and you have cloudy skies, that can really bring up some frustration or some anger of not having that clear vision, and embracing that, saying, listen, I'm just in the floundering stages here of finding my way, is about really loving that shadow side or that part of you that wants to know, wants clear, hard answers, but we don't have it. All right, our final tarot card today is the Daughter of Wands. She came back, but again, she showed up in a different position. So what she's saying today is she's a little afraid of appearing reckless or moving forward too quickly in a direction that's not right for her. Maybe she's done that in the past. A great business idea or venture has come up and accepted the partner that she wanted to come forward, and then everything got all 6s and 7s. So she doesn't want to appear foolish again or to be moving forward in such a way that that allows for recklessness, I keep hearing that word. And it's stepping out of that past, those past judgments. It's all tied together with this floundering, because sometimes when we don't have clear vision and we're rising above, but it's cloudy skies and we're trying to think of a vision for ourselves or how to move forward in this time of COVID and how to incorporate all these pieces of us, sometimes we just want to grab on the first idea and run. Listen, I know a lot of Leos that love to do that. And a lot of my soul sisters like to do that. Like, this is a great idea, I'm just going to do it. And sometimes, many times, most of the time, maybe that works for you. But we're still feeling the effects of that full moon that's in Pisces. And that Piscean influence will encourage you to express yourself more creatively and allow yourself to be in that floundering position just a little bit longer, because you know, amazing ideas come up, inspiration can appear when we don't know. And our final card today will give us that insight. Our final card comes from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck. You know I love her. Check her out, support her. She's got a great website. Oh boy, here we go. Surrendering to the journey. It says release control, right? So this fiery lady wants to just have control, run forward. But the invitation is to surrender to the journey. Look how she's in her boat with no oars, and somehow she's going to go where she's headed, and the wise owl is witnessing her from up above. So this is your invitation to turn it over. Turn your journey over to God, Spirit, the universe, however you pray or how you work your magic. Turning it over doesn't mean that you're not participating, but you're recognizing, I hear the serenity prayer, recognizing what you can change and letting go of the things that you cannot. That's paraphrased, but releasing that control of things we cannot change. There are so many things that are happening right now that are completely out of our control, and we don't know what that is or how it's going to work. So when we release that control, that means we put our faith, our trust in God, Spirit, the universe, whatever words you use. So being able to step into that, it's also, you know, when we are in uncharted waters, now it looks pretty calm. Those waters look really calm. And she's standing perfectly erect, and her boat knows where it's going. It's guiding her. And in fact, we don't even know. Maybe there's somebody else behind her who's pushing that boat. I'm obviously not a sailor, but whatever people do in boats. Maybe she's got a little motor back there somebody's running. But turning it over and releasing that control, not only does it help us feel better, because, you know, who's really in charge? We're on a planet of free will. That's why I came here in this lifetime. Free will. But there are so many things that are out of our control. When we take the time to learn how to release that control, that's the invitation today. And releasing control, you know, unbelievable, remarkable things happen when we surrender to God. So maybe you've been working on a path of clarity and there's some things that you just don't know how they're going to work out. Just turn it over to God today, because why beat yourself up with feeling frustrated and with your head in the clouds and there's a lot of cloud, and if you don't have any clarity, just say, okay, you know what? I don't know where I'm headed today, but you know, there might be a neat little restaurant wherever you're going to land, or you might have a delicious cup of coffee. I know we said lay off the coffee, but you know, incredible things can happen when we release control. I know I just keep saying that over and over. It's because it sounds hard, but you can do it. Know what you can control and what you can't. And typically, we can't control others, right? We can't control our family. We can't control the media. We can't control the press. We can't control our president. We can't control our politics. We can't control COVID. So there are so many things that are out of our control. Trusting and turning it over, surrendering it, is really the best place for us to find relief. Sounds like a little bit of work, but you know what? I know you can do it. You can do it because you have been through so much already. This one day of just releasing control and taking really good care of yourself, that's something I know you can do. So drink some extra water today. Moisturize if you're feeling that you need a little grounding. Moisturize in your body, get in your body, and just go with the flow. She's going with the flow. Find your flow. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much. We are on our way to 300 people showing up here, which is exciting. I know it's a little channel, but I love that we're all here together. All right, my dear, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.